Hello and welcome back to the Bump Out Podcast. My name is Hayden Short and I'm joined by my best mate, Adrian Messner. How was your weekend, Mez?
My weekend was really good. What a start.
Very good start.
Good fumble.
Yep.
Good fumble. At least now, the trajectory can only go up, right?
Yeah, exactly right.
Only up from here. Mate, my weekend was pretty good. Do I remember what I did? Absolutely not.
No.
Absolutely not. So let's try and think back. Actually, I do remember.
Friday.
Shout out to Kia.
Oh, Saturday morning.
Car has been purchased. It's done.
Nice.
A nice Kia Sportage. Shout out to my wife, who will remain nameless from this week on.
Yep.
Hayden, I'm sure those
I'll
people
try our
who
best.
will not be named again, I'm sure they're happy to know that, it's not going to happen again. But
Yeah.
bought a car into netball. We actually shared a meal.
I turned up to netball.
You turned up. Guest appearance from the coach.
Yeah, MVP, I'm going to say, was the goalkeeper. Closely followed by Marcia.
Marcia actually had a pretty good game. Shot-wise.
Your wife. I've chucked
Who's
the
that?
name in again.
Wife.
Wife.
My wife.
By that goal shooter. She was very good.
She was hot, man. She was real hot. But yeah, mate, that, and then Sunday, had my parents over, which was nice.
Yep.
And then back here
Into
for
our giveaway.
Into our giveaway, bro.
Yeah, Caxton Street Brewing Co.
Sure was.
Congratulations to the two winners.
DJ Broski.
Plus friends.
DJ Broski and Mosey 4.
Yes, Moana.
How good's that?
Too good.
How
Love
good's that? Mate, how was your weekend?
Yeah, it was really nice.
Weekend off.
Work on Friday and then Saturday night, celebrated Marcia's birthday because I couldn't be there last week, obviously. Shout out to Korea. If you know, you know.
Oh, yeah.
One of the best Italian places.
Hidden gem, I'd say.
They'll sponsor us, surely. I'll show them the numbers from last week.
Or we can just roll in for free food. I'll take that.
Yeah.
I'll take that. I don't
That's
need
a
money.
sponsorship.
Yeah, I think
Of
that's
sorts.
it's worth more than money to me. Food goes to my heart.
Every
Bringing
night
value.
we're off, we go there.
Oh, yeah. Every
That's
night
a
we're
lot.
off.
That's a
Jeez,
lot
we'd
of
get sick of it.
It's a lot of Italian.
I actually got the spaghetti marinara, which you and I normally have the garlic prawns.
Yes.
Didn't even remember that when we were there.
Yeah,
Couldn't
same.
remember
I had the
to get-
pizza the last 4 times.
Did you?
Went for
Same
a pasta.
pizza?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. You probably ate it a bit more than me, closer to you.
I think so.
Up here in, where are we? Ramwick? Yeah, that's
Piedmont.
Right. Piedmont, that's
Yeah,
all right.
that's
That's the
it.
one.
Please follow us on Instagram and TikTok if you haven't already. Like us on Facebook, subscribe and watch us on YouTube. I know people listening to that because
Hello.
507 people watched last week. I
And
think we
counting.
were averaging before that about 135 on
Look,
our
I'm
racing
sick of you
interview.
bringing this down, mate.
No, I'm not
sick
bringing
of you
it down. I'm just
down.
showing the listeners where
All
we're
right?
going.
No.
It's up.
It's up from here.
It's up.
500 views.
And viewers.
You can only be judged on your recent performances,
That's
right?
right,
You can't
yeah.
be. Don't judge me on my past. Judge me on my present and my future. So
Yes.
here we go, onwards and upwards.
Exactly. Feel free to leave us a 5-star rating on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Going back to the final game of round 14, Mez. Talking about performance, Monday, 4 p.m. Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs defeated the Parramatta Eels 30-12.
Yep.
Frantic game, a lot of feeling in this one. Pretty good.
A lot of feeling.
You think there's more feeling in this one or the Dragons?
The Dragons
feel like
was
there's
oddly. We had
There's a lot of feeling in that Dragons game against the Dogs.
A lot, especially at Cogra. I think they get their back up because we sort of take over.
Yeah, I think so.
And I think it's maybe a little bit like embarrassing for him.
Yeah.
But, mate, it was good. 2 things for you, Hayden. It's a few key words: scripts
Yep.
and phone calls. So it was the whole weekend last weekend was essentially each game was like it went to script, right?
Yep.
So this one, Lockie Gavin comes on. What was it, 12-all, I think, at this point?
It's close.
He comes on, he gets to score a try. It wasn't the match winner, but when he came on, we were able to take advantage of the pressure that we had mounted throughout that first 60 minutes. And he really helped open up our attack as well. We had a little bit of a different aspect.
Yep.
Felt like a bit of energy. It made me a little bit nervous, to be honest with you. For the first maybe 10 minutes, I was a little bit like, do I trust him? Looks very Tigers. Didn't know what to or how to take it. But then the people who had the phone calls, Kurt Mann, Max King, these guys who had the phone calls from their
huge.
Origin coaches.
Max King specifically.
Specifically, mate.
He was so good.
Yeah.
So good.
Especially in defence.
Because
I
we
think he
talked
turned it
about
up.
that weekend at Toika Manu having a good game.
Yeah.
Into Max King. They definitely both got a phone call.
He definitely knew that he was going to be in that starting role because I thought he turned it on real early as well. Tried to show that he can do it from minute 1.
It looked like the same role he's going to play in Origin.
Yeah, it will be.
Exactly the same. It looks
will
so
be.
good. Dominating the forwards.
Yeah.
Rolling through the ruck. Surprisingly a lot of ball movement.
Yeah.
In the weather as well. Offloads central.
Because we did have a little bit of rain, a little bit of piddly rain on and off. Bit shitty.
Jeez.
But you know what the good thing is? bit of a preview for our game as well. We get to two doggies games today. Lucky us.
Yeah, lucky doggies fans.
We are slowly adapting to the wet weather. So maybe it's not our kryptonite. Who knows? Maybe it can rain on grand final day.
Maybe.
Who knows?
Maybe. I think, like you said, what did you say you did? You
took advantage of the applied pressure.
Yeah, exactly right. Para had a lot of defense on their line. Over the game, they just wore thin.
Yeah.
They did really well up until probably that 58th minute or so.
They are coming 16th, bro. They are coming 16th. The versus the team coming first.
True.
That is expected.
I looked at the ladder today. I know this game was last week, but the ladder, Broncos are on 16.
Yep.
Bottom place, Titans, 12.
Bottom place?
Yeah.
12?
12. You lose 2, you're up to 7th.
Wow.
Broncos are in 7th. So I think that wooden spoon's going to be a fight. Could be between 6 teams. It could be for and against. Could play a huge part.
Jeez, I did not know it's that close.
It's that close, yeah. That's why I said we might win the spoon. Yeah.
And Parramatta are 2 points ahead of them?
Or I'm pretty sure there's 3 on 12.
Yeah, right.
That's what I saw today.
Well, that's probably why you mentioned Parramatta as your little surprise packet, who might end up making the 8.
Yes, exactly right. Any other standouts?
Pretty good, mate. Burton got the call up into 18th man. Probably the best 18th man New South Wales can have, right, in my opinion.
You're not disappointed that he didn't get it over Luai?
No, I'm not. I can see why they would pick Luai. Burton's unproven in I suppose in 5'8".
Yeah.
In Origin, if it was a centre that went down and we picked someone else, and there was no Campbell Graham and we had no other backs there, then I'd probably say he's a bit unfairly done. But I think with Luai, he's got the points on the board, bro.
Yeah.
Like the proof is in the pudding. He's done it for years. He'll just step right in.
I agree.
He brings a bit of NO as well. I don't
does.
mind it. And also, shout out to Karaz, man. He actually didn't want to hold the ball all day. He just wanted to offload. He said, "Nah, I'm not getting caught with the ball, bro. I don't care.
Yeah.
Don't care.
I'm not playing it."
And that's exactly what he did, mate. It's exactly what he did.
Well, we're going to move on. Thursday, 7:50. Now we're at round 15. That was round 15. That was the end of round 14, the long weekend.
Recap.
Into from Max King's birthday into hopefully Max King celebrating on Wednesday for you.
That'd be nice.
And hopefully a decider for me in New South Wales. Ooh. Shout out New South Wales Blues. Bring us to the game. Send us to the game, we'll go.
Please.
On the week of my 30th.
Please.
Come on. That's a script. We're talking about scripts.
Little sneak peek. Someone sitting in this chair wearing blue may have been really trying to get tickets for our friend here. Unsuccessful so far.
Okay.
So please reach out.
Yeah, 30th birthday.
Please reach out. It needs to happen. Someone.
Thursday, 7:50, game 1 of the week. Cronulla Sharks defeated the St. George Illawarra Dragons 30-18.
Yep.
A little bit.
Yep. I was like, he's going to do it. I can feel it.
Cronulla just escaped another Dragons top 8 scalp. Sharks, they dominated early through Brayley's running game. And you're thinking that's it. New South Wales, Brayley's back. He's in the conversation again.
Yeah.
This year, probably not. Next year, of course. He's in the conversation every year.
Yep.
Probably top 3 of the hookers. He wouldn't be around first or second, but he's
there
in
or thereabouts.
He's always in 3. His running game dominated early, but apart from Trindle's boot, the Sharks just couldn't get into the Dragons' red zone till the second half again. When they finally did, Nico drops the ball. Dragons run to the 40. Ramian gets sin-binned. You think it's done.
Ramian.
The game's done.
Yeah.
You think Sharks aren't coming back.
Played into the Dragons' hands. You're like, perfect. This is perfect. Perfect
second
for the
half,
Dragons.
What's Craig going to... Craig Fitzgibbons, he's analytical, but he's also quite emotional.
Yes.
He's probably got like the analytical qualities of like a Bellamy into the emotional abilities of Todd Payton.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I quite like that.
Look at both of them and I just
Who's in between? The person that he learned a lot from.
Yeah.
Trent Robinson as well.
Yeah. Fair. I like how he plays with because he needs to pump up that side.
Sort of like in
especially
between.
the young boys. Yeah,
that's a really good...
So coming into the second half, what a different game the second half was. The Sharks rolled them nearly every set, scored 3 tries in 18 minutes.
Yes.
And that's the thing I'm most impressed about. Can you continue that all game? I don't think so.
No.
But doing it against someone you look like you were losing. You were never going to win this game. First half, I was thinking, all the bets we've had on, they're done. They're done.
Yeah.
But then for the Sharks to come back, you might not be... You have an underbelly. They keep saying they're not. People keep saying they don't have one. I think they do.
Do they
show us in that second half?
But do they have an underbelly against a team that's not in the top 8? You know what I mean? Like, are they going to be able to...
close, though. The Dragons have... we talked last week how good they were.
Yeah.
That's the thing I'm most disappointed about for Dragons fans listening. I'm just so disappointed about how they came out and performed so well and dominated nearly every aspect. Shout out Jack DeBellin.
Yeah.
Mate, you think he's past it.
See, the way I felt like the Sharks... they were dominating, but they just weren't putting points on the board early, right?
Yeah.
Like it really, like to the eye, you're like, bro, they play the balls are so quick. AFB's on top. Brayley's running game. We've seen when they beat Melbourne last year in Melbourne with Dan Atkinson only in the halves.
Love it.
They played Cameron McInnes at halfback and Brayley ran like that.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, if they can just do that when they have everybody on the paddock, bro, they're a premiership threat. And here we are. Like, I watched that and I was like, man, they should honestly be like 18, 20 nil ahead after 20 minutes. But realistically, they weren't, bro. They dropped off their intensity. Then they got rolled. It was literally what they were doing. It completely flipped. Completely flipped. I think Trindle had one of his better games for me.
Yeah.
Nico's just very, very quiet. Very quiet. Any inkling as to what maybe is, you think Nico's maybe carrying an injury? Is there a balance?
I think he has too much respect for Trindle because it's Nico's team.
So do you think when Trindle's on, he's just stepping back and going, all right, bro?
Because Trindle's boot, it was good. I liked it. Kick to the corners.
Yeah.
On the 10, we always talk about it on the 5 to 10.
That's where you want.
That's what
that
you
little
want.
radius
15
there.
out, I don't mind if you got a slower winger to get there. But their whole point was, and why I put Tuamo and Mulatalo, shout out to any betting company that wants to sponsor us, gamble responsibly.
At all. Any at all.
Was supposed to be Mulatalo, Tuamo to jump over Sloan.
So you're looking at kick chase and the contest in the air.
It was perfect. I didn't realize Trindle's boot was that good.
It is very good.
He has a very good short kicking game. One of my favorites. But then the long kicking game as well was quite impressive because that's the knock we had on Sharks before. Yeah, you can have Atkinson and you can have Trindle, but who's kicking?
But I think that's why they've essentially picked Trindle over Atkinson because of that kicking game.
Yeah, because Nico can run if he needs to.
Big time, bro.
But
Big
also
time.
Trindle can too. Kick into the corners. The clear game plan was to get to Mulatalo. The lack of communication between Sloan and Gutho, got him a try. To Trindle, double to Trindle.
Well, that was
But still, it's very lucky.
Their errors, like a couple of tries came directly off errors. Like the Dragons, they really did let themselves down. I think both teams at different points in the game let themselves down.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. The Sharks, it's a tough one because when they're on, they're so good, but when they're off, they're very manly.
They need something to go their way to be on. Their forward pack was rolling and Brayley's off the back of it. Why can't they do that every week? I want to know that.
I mean, look, the blueprint's there, right? Like quick ruck, structured footy, second phase.
Yeah.
Really just hammering through the middle. Like they have one of the best forward packs in the comp. Why do you not just continue to do it? I don't know.
And one of the best benches as well we've talked about. If Atkinson and if Jaden Beryl can't make your team, you're doing something right around the ruck. You won this game around the ruck. Even first half, you dominated the ruck.
Yeah.
And you still go into half time even. It was even, wasn't it? Or close to even.
Yeah, it was close enough.
Something like that.
It was close enough.
So long ago now.
It was close enough, bro. But the Dragons, I don't know what's happening there, mate. They're just so hot and so cold.
Yeah. It needs to be led by Gutho. If Gutho's not on.
He wasn't on, was he?
Well, he looked chill. He looked too chill, and I want Gutho animated.
Animated, yeah.
You need him animated, and you need him going. I don't know. I don't know what was going on with
I
them.
want him to be visibly upset when they make a mistake.
Which he was with Sloan a couple of times.
But that's because I reckon he feels like that's also like his mistake. You know what I mean? That communication out the back there. You need to be calling, is that mine or is that yours? What's happening? You can't be caught in no man's land, especially with a kick chase from
Mulatalo.
Sharks. Exactly. Now, it all out. I know we were just talking about Dragons, but it's just popped into my head. It all out, Hiroti out. Who do you put at left centre? So your options, they have a young gun coming up. I think it's Valia or Valia, something like that.
Okay.
Danny Gabriel.
Yes.
Brother of Michael Gabriel.
Correct.
Very similar player to Jacob Carraz.
Yep.
And obviously Sifa Talakai.
Eli Clark.
Eli Clark.
Is there.
Eli Clark, I think they prefer him as a winger there for some reason. You play Atkinson at centre, really. You got 4 options.
Atkinson Talakai is the obvious one.
That's
because he does a job. Yeah. Well, why have Penrith used Garner so many times?
Yeah. It's just defensively, I don't think he's a good option, maybe. Like in attack, he won't miss a beat.
Next to Mulatalo?
Next to Mulatalo, it's left. But then again, that's where he was when he started at centre last year.
Yeah, when he was dominating.
Yeah.
When he was playing really good
Shout out Morgan Harper.
Before he didn't. When he was good before he didn't.
He was
because he was one of the best players in the competition, Talakai, at one stage.
He was.
Scoring tries, tackle breaking, line breaks. Every time he got the ball, it was a tackle break, line break, offload.
Interesting.
Every time.
The Sharks are very, very... Yeah, I think they're in they're at a turning point in their season. Like if they do not go up a gear, they're going to be left behind.
Yeah.
Very much like a team that we will mention later on. But
Although the comp is so close, unfortunately they can afford to have a game like this in the first half and still lose this game.
At least they still won.
I know. At least they still won. They can afford to have a game like this coming into next week.
Yeah.
That's the issue. You build complacency because of how close the comp is. And that's what Broncos are suffering from at the moment as well.
But then you look at
Cowboys, same thing.
The other end of the spectrum for the Dragons. Like these are the games they had the opportunity to take advantage of, and they needed those 2 points.
Yeah, I think DeBellin going off was a big one.
Bro,
like
big time.
Locker's good.
Locker's good, but he's not Jack DeBellin. They need to win that ruck, bro. And I think DeBellin needs to play nearly 80.
Both stints were incredible.
Yeah.
Really good.
And Cookie, I think they played him 59 minutes.
Yeah.
I'd be playing him 80
I think
as
he was
well.
playing
Keep
to
him
the
out
center
there.
at some point too.
Keep him out there.
He was around the center.
As in around the center position?
Yeah.
Or around the middle?
No, around the center position.
Yeah.
Someone might have went down or he went there defensively or something, and I just like, can we just keep him in the middle, please?
Yeah.
They have to work out having him at 13 or DeBellin around there for longer with Little on.
Yeah.
Because Little didn't make the impact that I expected from him this game.
I think well, like you said, like you need to be able to take advantage of that ruck. Like they were very one out.
Yeah.
Very one out. And I think when you have a specialist hooker like Damien Cook and Jacob Little, both extremely good running games, you need to be able to like play 2 passes off the ruck, get a bit of space, create that momentum.
So would you put them in first receiver or second?
Who?
Cook and Little. Would you go?
If Little's at hooker,
Would you go Cook 1?
Cook 1.
To,
Cook 1
to tap
13.
onto AFB, or would you go AFB to a Cook to get through?
Other way. I go Cook. Cook would be my first receiver if he's playing 13.
You don't think the eyes go straight to AFB then? It gives the Cook the opportunity at first receiver?
AFB,
Or do you think if he's
it may
second
be
receiver,
hard. It may be hard because AFB plays for the Sharks, and we're talking about the Dragons.
Yes.
That may be difficult.
That's a good shout. I was actually thinking of another Dragon, Hazleton. And another Dragon, Talakai.
Hamilanueli. I think you meant Hamilanueli.
Yeah, and the other one as well, Colquhoun or something
That's
like
right,
that.
yeah.
No, I was actually thinking of DeBellin, Locker, and I haven't thought of I haven't found the others. That's
Palmsele, maybe?
See, that's how bad it was. None of them came to my brain straight away because the forwards didn't dominate.
Do we give him excuses? Do we
Couchman?
say no Dylan Egan now?
Can you flick off to Couchman?
Yeah. I like Couchman.
But he's
Couchman
in
had to
second
play an
row.
edge, bro.
I like him in an edge. I really like him.
I love him in the middle.
He's one of my favorite. Yeah.
But then
Losing
again,
losing Ryan killed him.
and Sewer.
So was Ryan a front rower?
Yeah.
And Toby's the second, but he could play off the bench or second row.
So Toby, I think, is more suited to like a lock role, whereas if Ryan's a straight up front row, I think I think that'll be his role.
Yeah.
More up and down, but laterally, Toby's got a movement.
Maybe DeBellin 8 into 13 Couchman.
But then you just need an edge. Who are they going to put on an edge?
That's been the issue. Injuries. Dylan Egan.
Did you play Moses Sully in the second row?
Defensively, he might stuff that whole outside
But
edge.
defensively at
if he
centre,
jams in.
Defensively at centre, he's good. He's got Luciano who can play on the left.
Okay.
Who do did they have outside backs? Like,
put a big boy in there. They've got to have someone coming up. They've got to have
surely
someone.
they do. They have his name is going to escape me, but they have an edge back rower very similar to David Fafita, and I'm absolutely kicking myself that I can't remember his name. It's like a Greek name, but he looks like Polynesian. I'll have to look it up later.
We'll get to it next week.
I'm sure. Yeah.
Yeah, it'll
Maybe you just
have
bring
to
him
happen.
in.
With the injuries, he'll have to come in.
I think you bring him
So-
in. You take the shot. Like people are going to say he's not ready, but David Fafita, they wasn't ready either.
Yeah.
And look at how that turned out.
Yeah, fair
It's
enough.
time.
Second game, round 15, Friday, 8 p.m. Gold Coast Titans defeated the Manly Seagulls 28-8.
Ready? I saved
no,
mine.
don't do that.
Saved
Don't do
mine.
that because let's give the Titans their
Manly.
flowers, though. Yeah. Okay, cool.
Happy?
Thank you. Respect. Give them a bit of respect.
Bit of respect to the
Without
Titans.
the T, because the T's for the Titans. When you see the Titans concede a dummy half barge over 5 minutes in from Garrick, you're thinking, oh, here we go.
Oh yeah.
Not just a betting man, but as an NRL lover. As a rugby league lover. I don't like saying NRL because NRLW as well is coming up.
Exactly.
So I
Rugby
like
league
saying
lover.
I've changed our bio to rugby league content creators,
I like that.
not NRL.
I like
I just
that.
feel like it's not as inclusive. Shout out to Racine McGregor that we have here too.
And
See?
I think I'd really like to hear from our listeners.
Yeah.
We want to do essentially like a little bit of a wrap up each week.
Yeah.
Even if we can't, we know that Racine's very busy. We'd love to have her on, but
Yeah.
send her a message and make sure that she comes on.
Yeah,
if you're listening.
comment on how.
Comment if you want Ray to come on
everything.
every
Yes,
week.
Say Ray.
She's gonna
come
be-
on the Bump Out podcast.
She
as
will
a
be
weekly
very
wrap.
busy. But
yeah, for sure.
we
Training.
I think we might just give you like here's the results, and maybe we can pick like woman of the week or something.
Yeah. Yeah, cool.
That'd be
I
cool.
like that. It could be good.
There you go.
As they scored that barge over, you think it's going, but
50 plus, right? I'm
Easy.
going, all my bets are on.
Yep.
Hectic. Had Garrick 2 or more straight away in the first half.
Yes.
And I was like, I've won here.
Did you have that?
Started spending the money already, Hayden. I bought a car.
You did.
Fucking hell, mate.
You did exactly right. But Manly poor ends to sets, too many.
Oh, yeah.
Too many poor ends to sets.
This was their first time without an Origin player since 2015. Manly.
Without having a
Without
player
having
at Origin.
any player at Origin
Okay.
since 2015.
You could obviously see it was in DCE's mind. A couple of the kicks in behind as well into that 5-10, that red zone.
Yeah.
Just poorly executed. I think it was in the back of his head, but one bad game. It's probably his worst game of the year. 1 or 2.
But you know what the thing is? These games are sort of compounding together.
Yeah.
That sounded right, didn't it? Compounding together.
Sure.
Let's roll with that.
Yeah.
Like he's just having one after another, and it's just I feel like it's just going to get more media attention. Like the more it goes on.
Do you think it was him? This game?
Look,
That was soft.
is he a factor? He's a factor. He's not the full reason as to why they were bad.
I've got another reason why there were so many line breaks.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to say his name. We've said it enough.
Corey.
We're not going to say it again. We're not going to say his name because
I've said a first name. I haven't said the full name.
Titans.
Now I'll say a last name.
Titans have won only one of their last 9 matches. They had a 90% completion rate, 11 errors for Manly to 5.
The Titans.
Against the Titans. How did the Titans complete at 90%? This should be the other way around. They've won 1 out of 9.
They are generally the team who play the opposition into form.
Yes.
And I thought that after the start, I was like, bro, that's it. Manly are back. It's going to happen. They're going to turn it on, but...
Just I've got the standout of Garrick, but another one is Ethan Bullimore.
Why they don't
Does he
play
need to
him for
start-
more minutes,
start,
bro?
Just start.
He does start. He started. They played him for like 20 minutes, and he didn't come on until the end.
On the left edge?
No, they started him in the middle.
I don't like that. I could go him as
You
an
want
edge.
Bullimore on an edge.
He was an
Is
edge
that
of
because
Broncos.
you don't like the name that you don't want to name? Is that because you don't like him? You want
Well, he
that
comes to a middle, doesn't
person
he?
replaced?
Does he come through the middle?
Essentially.
Because a lot of the line breaks are through the middle. And that's AJ Brimson and
Fitness?
Campbell territory. I don't know,
Fitness,
man.
bro.
I don't
told
know.
you, Manly aren't fit, bro.
I don't know.
They don't look fit.
Jake's not having his best year as well, but that's not... he's probably coming back a little bit unfit. 'cause he's
are
been
they an
injured
aging
for so
forward
long,
pack?
and also HIAs.
Yes.
Simply, so many errors, but it's not just the half. Like Saab, let's be honest, at the back of those, at the edge of the back line, you need to be catching those.
Oh, he
Too
had
many errors
a
on the-
Barry.
a bad one.
He had a
but,
Barry.
But also, there's no excuse. Your whole role is to finish tries.
Yeah.
You can't. Your boys are going so hard through the middle. All that does is drop their head,
Yeah.
and that's it. It's just negative central.
They lacked polish all night,
and
though.
Manly do that.
Yeah.
When they concede 1 or 2, the head drops and it's done. Someone's given so much crap to Luke Brooks saying that he hasn't done anything all year. I don't know. There have been a lot worse.
No,
There have been a
Luke
lot
Brooks
worse
has
than
done
Luke
something.
Brooks. I agree. I think Luke Brooks has been okay.
He's hit 45 short balls in every single game this year, mate.
2.
Don't you dare talk
2
shit about
though.
Luke Brooks.
So Ben Trbojevic, was he playing?
Yes.
Didn't see him again. Although he
Mate,
looked dangerous with the ball. That's
But I've
another
also-
thing.
There's someone else in that team. Don't know if you've ever heard of him. Tom Trbojevic? Tom Trbojevic?
Yeah.
I think he's a young gun, apparently. I don't know. But look, seems promising, but not really doing anything for me now.
Another off one.
But seriously, on a serious note, in regards to Turbo,
Yeah.
do you think that he has been mismanaged
By
by
Manly
the
at
coaching
Manly?
staff, by the strength and conditioning staff, by all the staff at Manly? I think we have been robbed of a generational talent through a bit of mismanagement in his injuries. Like, now you're getting reports that, I know that journalists are going to come out and make up things. You're getting reports that, the cork was a cover-up for another hamstring injury.
Yeah.
But realistically, is he being managed properly? Like, I think that needs to be seriously considered. And like, he's been at Manly for how many years now? And apparently he's happy to take a pay cut to stay. But do Manly just cut ties?
Well, there's been a lot of chat about the team played a lot better with Lehigh at the back. Lehigh at the back doesn't change anything here. It doesn't make Saab catch the ball. It doesn't make
It doesn't add the
bench
polish
players,
on the
bench
back.
players tackle the players. Lehigh doesn't do any of that.
Yeah.
he brings positivity to the team. He's a live wire. He's a really good talent, as all Hopper-Whiteys are.
Yeah.
I could see your little notes there, Turbo to centre.
Yeah.
Do you really think that would change anything though? Like he's still,
Will it change anything?
He's still slow.
So the idea that I had is Turbo to centre, Cooler to fullback,
Yeah.
and Tommy Talau second row.
Left?
Left.
Okay.
Burbo can go to the right.
Well, now that Olakau'atu's out, it makes
Now
it a
that
little bit harder
Olakau'atu's
again.
out.
Yeah.
So these are the dominoes that I thought are going to fall. So this would have been in this game what I would have made mid-game. Like if you had a winger, I suppose, on the pine,
Yeah.
then you could have done that. But obviously now with Lehigh there, you're probably going to put Lehigh at fullback, right?
Is Tommy Talau even that big?
Yeah, bro.
To play second row?
Yeah, bro. He's big, man.
As big as Olakau'atu.
He's not as big as Olakau'atu, but then again, like 90% of the second rowers in the NRL aren't as big as
Jordan Ricky. He's huge too.
I'll look his stats up. I'll look his stats up, and I guarantee you he's...
Tommy Talau?
He'd be... I reckon... I'm going to take a guess, and I reckon he's 6'2". We won't know. It'll be in centimetres, so I'm going to have to work that out too.
Yeah.
But I reckon he'll be about 105 kilos.
Okay.
Because he looks big,
For
bro.
a winger.
For a winger. But I just think that his versatility, like... Some of the shots that he put on in defence, I'm like, bro, I think he can mix it there. I don't know why.
I'm still happy to go Bullimore second row.
Yeah, obviously.
Bullimore, he runs with intent. He's basically just a more of a live wire Ben Trbojevic.
Yeah.
Every time he gets on, you see him. It's the same as Jackson Ford, Talakai. Like these players get on and you go, yeah, gun. Love him. All right, we're getting the stats of Tommy Talau because we need to have this chat legitimately.
So he's in the...
He's a centre, isn't he? On the
he's a
NRL.com? Yeah.
I am completely wrong.
What's
He
he
is
at?
92 kilos.
Okay.
There is absolutely no way that he is 92
How tall
kilos
is
right
he?
now. 189 centimetres.
That is very tall. Okay.
Reach
100
out, Tommy. How much do you actually weigh? Because I think you're playing
Tommy
weight.
Talau.
But I think 92 kilos might be what he is in pre-season.
Yeah.
When they're top physical condition. But I think his playing weight's got to be at 100. Can you jack him to 100? Jack him up to 100?
Of course you could. Is his defence that good though as well? Because I know his shot, the physical contact may be good, but is his defence that good? Can he read? Because that's what I was saying with our second rowers.
He's 6'2".
6'2".
He's 6'2", bro.
Okay. That's big enough.
He's a big boy.
At 100.
Broad shoulders.
Well, you got Pierre Corda and Gajewski who don't look that big.
Mate, Nikota is 96 kilos.
Nakota. Yeah, but we forgot to talk about him in Sharks.
We did. What a gun.
Yeah, I know.
PS.
Machine.
PS, I love you.
Yeah, I could. Okay, we'll go. I still don't think it's going to happen. I'd go Ethan Bullimore there first. But I think the issue is the impact off the bench.
Not one.
Like the same as New South Wales.
Yep.
Why did they choose the bench? They did because of the impact coming onto the field.
The VB hard-earned index, there was not one Manly player on it. Not one.
That's
Against the
disappointing.
Titans.
Yep. Let's give our flowers to the Titans. So something I wanted to bring up, Khan Pereira, born in Lismore, New South Wales. He is...
You better not be saying what I think you're going to say. You better not. You better not. I'm on the Xavier Savage train with you, bro.
You can't be on the
I don't
AKP.
think I can
Wait.
jump on that train
Not
with
New
you, my
South
bro.
Wales right now, though. In the next few years,
New South Wales
He could
to
be.
Lismore.
he could be. Lismore, New South Wales. His dad is Samoan Māori. Mum is Pakistani Indigenous. Isn't that crazy? So he can play for Samoans, New Zealand, Pakistan if they have a side.
Yeah.
They can bring him in. He'll captain him.
He probably would.
Mate, that'd be quick. If they're all like him, it'd be quick.
Yeah, I know.
And the Indigenous lads,
Yeah.
which I'm pretty sure he's played for
I think
before.
he has played Indigenous.
Yeah, hectic. Love it.
Bruh.
It's a smoky. It's a huge smoky. Yeah, with New South Wales, with the riches you have, in the
If we
past, there have
have-
been a lot of discussions about it.
If we have 17 injuries to our wingers, and then all of the fullbacks go down, yeah, maybe. But fuck me, bro. That's a bit of a stretch.
He's a gun.
Give him his flowers? Absolutely,
he's a
bro.
gun.
Absolutely.
You keep counting him out. He scored 52 tries in 52 games, was it? Or 50 games?
52
was it one-
games.
yeah, it was
50,
one in-
50 tries in 52 games.
No. Was it?
You sure?
No, you might be right. Yeah, because Semi Radradra.
Semi Radradra, yeah.
So it was 52 games, 50 tries.
52 games, 50 tries.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's so
Equaled
good.
the record.
How could he be bad if he does that?
I'm not saying he's bad.
You don't need to try
I'm
and
just
score
saying
for these sides?
I'm just saying I don't want him in the New South Wales Blues team. Have
Yeah,
you
'cause
seen
he's
him
not
under
huge.
eyeball?
Yeah, but also, the game will change and he'll come in.
Jesus.
You just have
He is a young Josh Adokar though, isn't he?
Yeah. Faster.
wire.
I think he's faster.
Oh, don't let the Fox hear that, bruh.
He's faster, man.
You go, what, bruh?
I love
Faster than me?
Let's try it.
No chance.
Bring him on. We'll have a chat to him.
No chance.
I love him.
No chance.
I've always loved him. I have a little bit of love somewhere for him. I'm not sure why, but he's such a good player. So good to watch.
Speaking about people that we love, all right? I know you love AKP.
Yeah.
Kieran Foran, a.k.a. Adrian Messer on the tag field.
I have to apologise to Foran. I thought they'd catch him out.
Is this formal?
Formal.
Hand up, please.
This is year 12 formal. I take my hat off, but I can't because the headphones are on. So it might ruin my hair. Shout out Jesse Arthurs and Reece Walsh and
I'll tell you
all
what,
the other boys.
It's gotten a little bit hotter in here, Hayden.
Thanks.
Just saying.
Thank you, mate.
Just saying.
The Tara put the aircon on.
Shout out to the colour of your hair.
Thanks.
Which will be revealed in due time.
One day. Yeah, it will be. So I thought they'd run straight at him. I thought they'd catch him out.
Well,
the attack they did, but they didn't get around him the way I thought they would. The pressure,
Fuck no.
I think the link man outside him helped a lot too, because that pressure of giving that ball for Saab to drop them a lot on that right side, Saab was going in for 4.
Yeah,
but the pressure, they communicated well. They covered him well.
He also had both for more next to him.
Snubbed by the Queensland Barons.
Don't even.
We'll see.
Don't even.
It could be a masterstroke. We'll see. Wednesday.
Don't know.
We'll see.
If you guys get swept, I can't wait to feed you some shit. And not you in particular.
No,
I'm saying
it'll be all right because
Queensland and their selections, because I think there's...
we needed to have a chat about that, actually. We haven't had a chat about it. But we will post-game on Thursday. We'll be having one. So it'll be as quick as selection. Selections weren't long ago anyway. We had the Origin 2 special.
Yeah.
We'll go into Origin 3 recap straight away.
Yeah, exactly.
And we'll be able to talk about the problems that happened and how Queensland won that game.
Be bringing my brooms,
Kieran Foran, the attacking genius.
Yeah.
Such a cool head.
I think that's exactly what I wrote, mate. It's like he didn't panic. It's like, lads, it's okay. I know they just scored a try within 5 minutes, but chill the fuck out. We don't need to try and swing the ball. But then again, 3 tries in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
That also helps when you're trying to fight back field position.
Both for more.
Really good.
AJ Brimson.
Really good ball playing.
Campbell. It's just simple.
Yeah.
With Verrills there starting as well. Verrill started?
Verrill started. Yeah, that's correct.
Him.
Mate,
I really like him around the ruck.
They use the ball, short side raids, support play. That was one of their biggest assets, and I love that. When they're on the front foot, they're one of the best teams to watch. Honestly,
yeah,
really good to see them just play with confidence as well. They even back themselves in defense, which is nice. They generally don't.
Yes,
resilience.
Yep, well done. You don't associate that word with the Titans.
Resilience, bro.
I think we finished there.
That's it
with them.
Resilience, good
in
on
general.
you.
Thank you for listening.
Titans.
Saturday,
Thank you.
Saturday 5:30. Sydney Roosters defeated the Newcastle Knights. Jeez, we're using our tongues quite a bit.
Are we? It's by round footy, bruh.
12-8.
It's by round footy.
It is by round footy, but still, are they really affected? Yeah, Angus Crichton.
Toya, Robert Toya, Rookie of the Year.
Huge.
Come on, bruh.
Oh, good shout. I like it.
Come on, bruh.
I like it. Roosters just couldn't compete. They couldn't complete a set in the first half. Too many errors, ill discipline.
Yeah.
Which I thought was pretty weird because I don't think they give away that many penalties. They don't have Marie Hargraves there anymore.
No, but they have Victor Radley, so I suppose,
Yeah, but he gets HIA'd so much. He's barely on the field.
Yeah.
Which is another tough thing. He's going to have chats soon, serious chats. I'd be calling Boyd Cordner asking what I should do. He can't be hitting his head.
Well, Boyd's going to tell you, mate, I retired at 27, brother. What do you expect? He's going to tell you, look after yourself, man. You got a whole life to live. You got kids, you got a wife, man.
By 50, that guy could be intense CTE.
Yeah,
intense. It's not good.
It isn't good.
I just feel bad seeing him go down nearly every head clash.
And that's a very serious matter at the moment. But
yeah,
you
don't want to see the best in our game go down, but at the same time, they need to take care of themselves.
Look after yourself. I think that's the advice that I would even give anyone.
Yeah, this was quite frustrating to watch because they have so much strike power and they just kept making errors.
Well,
it frustrates me.
They looked desperate from minute one. It was like honestly, they were like, we're going to come out, we're going to score 50 points today. We're going to score 50. We know we are. Let's do it. Let's just turn it on.
Do you think the last second change for Walker, the broken finger, whatever he did, disrupted
Rattled him a bit?
Maybe. Not training with Sand and Smith in the halves all week, maybe? Having him off the bench?
They would have been training, but they would have been training for... Because Sam Walker wouldn't have played the full 80, right? They would have been training...
I think he wouldn't have, yeah.
They wouldn't have been training... They would have been training for that change.
So maybe it disrupted him, but that doesn't disrupt intent.
Do you know what I think it did?
Energy.
I think it just put Sanders Smith's confidence a little bit lower than it normally is. He's going, man, I'm really the one to miss out here. I know, even though it didn't happen.
A couple errors early on too.
Errors. He didn't have his best game.
No.
But
maybe they just look because it's like Knights could get us here.
Yeah. Knights
could get us here. We need to. This is a game we need to win. And then a lot of maybe too much Trent Robinson emotion into it. Rather than analytically.
A lot of pressure on themselves, maybe.
Maybe. It looked like it.
Even on the end of their swings, they were making pretty pretty uncharacteristic errors.
Yeah.
And I'm like, bro, you guys shouldn't be dropping balls like that. Like the Roosters win. I think that they actually impressed me last week, and I was saying, man, I think I've underestimated them.
Yeah.
And here I am going, maybe I didn't. Maybe you should trust 15 weeks of viewing and just
exactly.
It's very hot and cold, bro.
Yeah.
But one guy, your guy, Foketi.
Yes.
First name? Salesi?
Salesi.
Salesi Foketi.
I actually meant to get that footage even of us speaking about him preseason.
Yeah.
I don't think we recorded it.
No, we wouldn't have.
Damn. I wanted to get it up because I thought about it as soon as he scored that try. I thought I need to get that up where I black booked him. Blacklisted. Black booked him. I can say black book, can't I?
Black book or
Shortlist.
watch list?
Shortlist. Watch list.
Short list,
black
watch
list.
list. Not black booked. Sorry,
No,
black
not-
booked is not
Not
blacklisted.
blacklist. Far out.
Blacklisted it just doesn't
Nah, not
put a
blacklisted.
line through him. It's like Manly.
For
Put a line through him.
They were saying, people were like, how does he run so well? He's playing in the front row. And he's been doing that at 13 in the lower grades for years.
Literally.
Such a gun.
When did we watch him first? Was it
Last
19s?
year.
When he played New South Wales 19s?
Might have been.
He played 19s 2 years ago. Played some trials last year. I think we frothed him in the trials. Didn't play too great this year in the trials.
He was a lot bigger last year too. He's
Yeah.
lost a lot of weight.
Very mobile,
Coming to
bro.
his man strength.
Very mobile. He will be in that team for 10 years to come. I love him.
He's such
Very
a
good
good
player.
player. Yeah.
I really wish we asked Joey, shout out to the Ruck Infringement podcast.
Yeah.
I really wish we asked him what he thought of
Thoughts on
Foketi.
Foketi. Because he told us Steep bumped in.
sits-
He's
yeah.
going to be a future captain.
Yeah, Boyd Cordner vibes. Confirmed. By the Wooster himself. Oh, bro. Woosters. The Woosters. They had some really poor ends to their sets, mate.
Yeah.
They absorbed a lot of pressure. Mate, the CY Wong try. We had a slight discussion yesterday about it.
Yeah.
I'm happy that it's a try. They cleared
Same.
no touch with the hand.
Yeah.
If there's a touch with the hand, obviously it's a knock on. Like, use your fucking logic. Of course it's a knock on if you touch his hand first.
Downward pressure, it can hit any part of your arm. You could even elbow it or even tricep it down. It's your arm. What's the difference between putting it down with pressure, with any type of arm pressure, and then knocking it on with the outside of your arm, or losing it and hitting your elbow and it being a knock on? It's the same thing.
It's
the
just
ball hits you and goes forward, it's a knock on.
It's a grounding.
If you ground it with any part of your arm, it's a try.
Yeah.
Although I did think originally it hit the fingertips. I slowed it down, a few different angles, had a look. A couple different times on the phone, tried to zoom in. Didn't touch his fingers.
I don't think it did. It was fucking close.
It was very close.
It was a bee's dick away, but mate,
You're making this very hard to edit with the swearing.
sorry.
That's okay. I'm just thinking, this is a good chat, but I'm thinking I'm going to have to be everywhere. That's it that I'm thinking.
You can say
What am I
bee's
gonna
dick.
use? No, the F words.
Oh, did I drop an F?
Twice.
I haven't even realised.
That's
man.
okay. That's
Fucking
okay. It's
hell.
good though.
Sorry, bro.
It was good though. Yeah, it was a try. It was a try for me to win the game. Rough, but Knights, you weren't good enough either. You didn't capitalize on anything.
You
so
lost
like what?
so many opportunities.
Yeah,
bro.
you lost. You have no Pong and no Sharp. Like fair enough. Hastings though,
Yeah,
bright light.
bro,
We
brilliant.
don't have to speak about this game to see a bright light in both teams.
Nah, bro.
Foketi, Hastings. And what did it do? It made KPP look incredible.
Yeah, finally.
Straightening up, hitting him.
Hastings has always played on the left as well. He played on the right in this game.
I liked it.
And I was like, man, there's something there. I'm telling you.
So what do they do? What do they do now? Because he stays. For me, he stays. If he doesn't stay, there's something wrong.
Hastings was two things that they've lacked: verbal and very directive,
Yeah.
pointing and telling people where to go. I think KPP responds to that.
Direct and directive.
Direct and directive and verbal, bro. That's the biggest thing. I can watch him. He's barking, bro.
Yeah.
And Cogger wore the 7, but Hastings got him around the park, man.
Yeah.
He really did.
Yeah, KPP looked the most dangerous he's been.
But it's
Maybe
also
maybe with a half that digs deep into the line.
deep into the line, yeah. And he also can get the arm free.
Yeah.
They did have a monsoon hit again. What's with the weather in Newcastle?
I don't know.
It better not do that when we're there for Magic Round, bro.
Oh,
NRLW.
don't say
it
that.
better not. Bro, I'm packing ponchos.
I'm not going.
Ponchos.
No, I'm not going. I'm going home. I'm not going to sit in that all day.
Going back to the
2 days
B&B.
in a row. 2 days in a row.
No, we won't be. It won't be.
It won't.
Put it
It's
in the
positive.
universe. It
Yeah.
won't be. It'll be sun shining.
Yeah,
good
just it can be
vibes.
cold. Be as cold as you want.
No.
Just no rain.
Don't be as cold as you want.
Nah,
Be nice and
we'll be
warm.
rugging.
It's August, though. Starting to warm up, isn't it? August?
Start of August.
Starting to warm up.
Optimistic.
T-shirt. I'll be there in my Dragons
Oh.
jersey.
Drag. We need to we need to work out some jerseys. Shout out Isabel Kelly, Julie Robinson. Sorry, Ray, but you might have some competition.
We're joking.
Not for our favourite.
It's a joke.
Our favourite's there, but I'm saying for jersey wearing.
For jersey
I'm a
wearing.
Dragons fan. I'm an NRLW Dragons fan.
The good thing is 2 days, bro. 2 days.
Yeah.
That's 4 outfits between us. 4. So if you want us to wear your jersey, start reaching out.
I'll wear a Talia Fulmayona's Indigenous jersey. I'll wear it. 6.
You'd probably fit it too.
She'd probably be bigger than me. It'd be oversized. Yeah, love it.
Mate,
love it.
Knights.
Yeah. Give us a little bit on it. We don't have to
I
talk
actually
too much.
really like their forward pack in this one, to be honest with you. I hate when I say to be honest with you. I think I'm going to start doing a little jar. And
you lie to me.
It'll be a to be honest jar.
Okay.
Fucking hate it. Full pet peeve of mine that I say to myself.
Yeah.
But anyway, that added extra pass through the middle. Phoenix, Crossland.
Yeah.
13. Bingo.
You think they were going to run away with this? The way they were playing, the way they were linking up, I liked it.
They should have won.
Of course they should have won. Of course they should have won.
They definitely should have
won.
But
they're the Knights.
Yeah, I know.
And they don't. They fall away.
In
They'll learn it. They'll learn it.
Fashion.
I think they'll learn it. Does that give a little bit more time to Adam O'Brien? Having this many players out, Origin affected. Manly have no excuse. Knights have an excuse.
I did think to ask you today, do you think Adam O'Brien's saving his job at the moment with what he's doing?
Yes. Saving his job. You put Hastings in, considering you're 15 weeks in, you put Hastings in finally. That was the last straw. If you didn't put him in, I'm sure the higher-ups forced him to do this. I reckon. Had to have.
I think so too. But you have to, man.
I don't like talking negative, but even in the ruck, he seems a bit like he's a bit of a...
Yeah, but I like when he has a go.
There's got to be a C about him. Even in the... No, but I'm talking about not just having a go. The shit stuff.
Yeah.
The stuff that we'd punch on with him at tag about.
Good.
No, I don't like it.
You need it, bro.
I just don't like it. Just not from a half. You're not a front rower, bro.
No.
You can't get hit. I don't like... We talk enough. And if someone hits me, I know if I've done something wrong. But I don't get hit and I chirp.
See, I'm all for it,
I don't like the ruck when you're elbowing and kneeing. You see how much shit... Everyone nearly punches on with him every time they get tackled by him.
Yeah, but imagine how much...
He must be doing stuff in the eyes and the Hopowatis and the...
It's a bit old school, isn't it? Step on the hand. You ever seen that one?
Did you see? In the ruck, the little elbows late as they go and pull up. Because he's not a big body. So to get under, he wants to get in there with
But then again, I think he might be a little bit bigger now. Like, he was playing lock for a little bit. So they might have...
Yeah.
I like it, man. I don't know. I'm a fan, bro. I'm a fan.
I'm still not.
We
had this chat a while ago, didn't we? You said exactly the same thing. You're a fan of it.
I like it.
Well done to the Roosters. You got the 2 points.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's all that matters. Trent Robinson be running away going, we were lucky there.
It does, yeah. They were lucky. But you need to bank those wins. Good on yous.
Fourth game of the week, Saturday, 7:35. The Dolphins defeated the North Queensland Cowboys 58-4.
Hold on. The Dolphins versus somebody? I thought that was a training run, bro.
The Entertainment Machines, 10 tries to 1, winning every stat, including sin bins with 1, and errors with 14 errors to the Dolphins and 12 to the Cowboys. It doesn't matter how many errors you make. I know we always say high completion rate. Doesn't matter how many errors you make when you can attack like this.
Talking about errors, put your hand up if you tipped the Cowboys last week.
Yep.
Put your hand up if you're going to tip the Cowboys again this week. Probably.
40 missed tackles for the Cowboys, 12 for the Dolphins. So that's where they were good. They made errors.
40 missed
tackles. I think it also comes off the offloading game. Dolphins have now scored 158 points in 3 games. The upcoming games of Knights and Rabbitohs, pencil these into your calendar for a good watch. But you'd think going down to 12 would affect them. They score 2 tries. Offloads, 20-4 for the Dolphins. So I think it inflates it a bit. I know the in-contact offload. The in-contact offload, does that mean you miss a tackle? Because you're on him.
No, I don't think so.
So the missing tackle would be...
maybe.
Okay. Should have looked at that stat. So the offload, the person who receives the ball, if there's someone in tackling vicinity, is that a missed tackle? Or do you have to be in the tackling action to miss it?
I think you got to effectively fall off the tackle, I think.
40 missed tackles. That's just not good enough.
Yeah, no.
Peyton at halftime they were going in 16, I think. 16,
it wasn't that bad, yeah.
And then 22 they score on the bell. Todd Payton smashing that table. Man, I just can't. Going in at 22-4, I would be blowing. I'd be blowing up at them all.
Yeah,
and they just didn't come out and do anything.
Yeah, literally. They didn't even fire a shot, bro. Like, their defensive efforts is what let them down, bro. And normally you can pin it down. You know what? Like, they had a really good game plan. They manipulated their halves. They
just
got one-on-ones were better.
Yeah.
But
nothing.
they were just in all facets of the game. They were beaten to a pulp.
we'll do a tiny bit on Cowboys. I think I'm going to give their flowers to O'Donnell.
Yeah.
Really like him.
The
energy he has.
They lost Taumalolo before kickoff as well.
Yes.
So that was a huge out.
That put someone into
Front
13.
row.
Yeah. Someone into 13 that was at 9.
Cole Lawton.
Yes. Like, you're origin affected. Dearden.
You're already origin affected.
He's going to and injuries consistently as well. Nanai.
Drinky went off with an early HIA as well.
Putting Purdue at the back. But it's not that.
But it also stunts.
It's at the front as well. Lucky they had Duffy on the bench.
Yeah.
But still. Like, you're losing Nanai and Dearden, who are single-handedly pulling Queensland back into a game 2.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Has to be. Has to be. Or that's it. You're done. Like, just give up. Don't turn up on Wednesday. Two of the players who...
Don't turn up on Wednesday.
Two of the players who carry you...
I might get you a New South Wales scarf, actually.
Well, it's right there. Two of them. It's the thing. 2 of them.
Yeah, I know.
That
Not
carry
one, but
the
2.
team. And they off the back of... Drinky goes off the back of it, same as Purdue. When you don't have them, unfortunately, this is what happens. 58 points is a joke.
Yeah.
But we're going to go to our bump out YouTube question. Statement.
Comment.
Comment.
Favorite
That's
comment.
what I was looking for. Favorite comment alongside 507 views.
Not to gloat again.
Sorry, just saying.
Gloating
on
again.
our NRL episode number 110 at Curty Anderson.
Curdy.
I just had to say it. Curty Anderson left a comment we had to share. Dolphins have won 6 games of the last 9. They put 40 on Melbourne and Bulldogs, pumped Panthers and Dragons amongst those wins. Already impressive. In the 3 losses, they were up 28 at halftime against the Raiders and lost by 1 try. They got unlucky. Yeah, they were up by 28. And then they got unlucky and lost against the Warriors by 1 try. Okay. Yeah. They got pumped a little bit by Raiders, but Raiders are like that.
Yeah.
They have pumped 2 of the top 4 teams this year and barely lost against the other top 4 teams. Somehow you are just underestimating them, calling them a 7th place team. Good chat on the other games. That Dolphins take is a little bit off though.
Fair call.
That's the most accurate comment we've ever had on any.
Call. Hayden screenshotted that, sent it to me. Literally, my reply was fair enough.
Yeah, that has to be our favorite comment we've ever received because he's right. We haven't given them the credit.
You
don't see them as we don't see them as premiership contenders.
No, we don't.
Are we turning around our view and our tone a little bit?
Yeah.
Premiership contenders, I'd probably say not really, but to a top
contenders?
5, I can't really put them in the top 4 right now, but top 5, yes, I can say it.
I'd put them in the category of dark horse.
I can put them in the category of prelim.
Yeah.
Are you going to beat the Raiders, Warriors, and Bulldogs when it comes down to it? No. Can you get Storm?
Yeah. Well, they have.
Yeah. I can see it. Again, I can see it. When push comes to shove, if you have Nicarima playing the way he is, this is without Hammer too.
See, a lot of things got to go their way. Like, first of all, like...
As in what? Players staying fit?
Yeah, like at the moment, they're not really origin affected. Like, they got Hammer out, but Avarillo in there. Fianai did a job.
There's not even a fullback.
Yeah, I know.
Fianai coming in, do you think he'd be that good?
Yeah.
I don't. Bostock?
Yeah,
playing
especially
like the
now,
way he is.
The injuries that they have, Tom Gilbert, Tom Flegler, Max Plath.
Season.
3 of those guys who would be in that origin team if they were fit and firing, they would be in Queensland origin. So, again, I think they're very much like the Warriors. I think for a period there in the season, probably up until about round 10, I think I underestimated the Warriors and I consistently tipped against them.
Yeah.
But they just turned up and they just won games. And that's exactly what the Dolphins are doing.
Yeah.
Very good comment, bro.
Yeah.
Very good comment.
Thank you. And keep commenting, please. You keep giving us this quality. We'll keep shouting you out and responding.
Absolutely. That is stating facts.
Yeah.
You're also like giving us your opinion.
You're backing it up.
Being respectful and also giving us a compliment at the same time.
Shout out to University.
Crazy.
Bit of referencing there too.
Oh, yeah.
He's given us not just statements, but he's clarifying where it's coming from.
Yeah.
And a bit, I love a fact.
Just
give me a fact.
Send through your bibliography too, mate.
Yeah, please.
Just for extra credit.
Yes, exactly. Anything else? I don't really want to be negative on the Cows.
No, I don't want to talk about the Cows anymore, to be honest.
Nanai and Dearden are out. I just don't want... What's that?
I just said to be honest again.
Okay.
Sorry, mate.
I like that little...
Apologies.
I love when you put yourself up. It's
Sorry.
all right. Pull yourself
guys.
up. It's fine.
I will.
Put yourself off.
Dolphins.
Sunday. Nah.
Dolphins?
Dolphins are done.
Dolphins. No, we have to talk about Herbie and Bostock.
Okay, go.
Please.
Go.
I like Herbie and Bostock. Move on.
Too good.
Gun.
4 tries. Could you see his 5th right at the end? Dropped it cold.
Nearly, yeah.
Dropped it cold.
Are they becoming one of the best combinations of centre wing in the comp?
Yes.
Together.
Yes, they are. They are because Herbie's always been a machine.
Yeah.
Bostock, he has it. He's got the height, good stride, decent speed, not the fastest winger, not the slowest.
Yeah.
Decent defensively. I want to see him coming up against the really good attacking side to see the defensive shape and the defensive policies.
Yeah.
If they can keep it next to Herbie, it's so easy.
Yeah, I know.
Follow him in.
Is Herbie, this is a big one.
Herbie's the best centre in the comp.
No. Is Herbie the best English player we've ever seen?
I wanted to bring that up today. I did want to bring that up.
Bring it up.
For me, he is.
For me, he is because...
Right now, if he continues in this
yeah.
trajectory, if he doesn't know, it's a Sam Burgess, it's a...
Or James Graham.
Nah, Sam Burgess has got James Graham all day.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm biased.
You are.
You're right.
Sam Burgess. And
Sam
I don't
Burgess.
care about any of them. They don't mean anything to me.
Is Herbie Farnworth the best English player barring Sam Burgess?
In the outside backs.
In the outside backs, I don't think there's been anyone better. To be,
Yeah.
We haven't...
Adrian Morley in the front.
Yeah, Adrian Morley.
Morley comes to mind. Morley and Sam Burgess are the first two that came to my head straight away.
What's his name? The hooker. Played for Canberra.
Yep.
Hodgson.
Josh Hodgson.
Josh Hodgson.
Yeah.
Hodgson was good.
He was very
in
good.
his time.
Yeah, but in his time.
Gareth Widdop.
Herbie's been over and over again. Herbie's been doing this repetitively too, and same as Adrian Morley would have. Sam Burgess.
And what's Herbie?
carrying his
25.
side. That's what we want. You want another 8. You want another 8 years realistically. If you can get to 32 and still be dominating center of the year every year,
Well,
It's
he's
going
got
that
it,
way.
3 years running.
it's going that way.
It'll be 4th this year. I can pencil
Carry
him
the
already.
Broncos too.
If this is why we're not allowed to bet on Dally M Centre of the Year or any Dally M's, because I would have put my fucking mortgage on Herbie right now.
Do not do that. Gamble responsibly, please.
That is responsible.
Last game of the week, Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs defeated the South Sydney Rabbitohs 24-18. A little bit of rain struck.
It did.
A lightning break. Bit of a lightning break.
Lightning break, as you do.
Which the people were saying helped out the Rabbitohs. I don't think it did. They came back okay, but it gave Bulldogs time to come back in. The rain stopped, and you kind of just measured yourself again, scored some points, conceded some points, and then rolled them in the second half.
Were we ever worried? I don't think so.
Were you ever worried? Yes.
I was.
Were fans ever worried? Yes. With the team? I don't think so. I don't think so.
So what I think the Lightning did was I just think we had the momentum. I think if we keep playing that another 8.5 minutes, we probably get another 1 or 2.
Yeah, I think at least one.
And then the game's shut out. It's 24. It might be 30-0.
Well, the good thing about the Indigenous lads, especially in the back line, minus Cody Walker and Latrell, obviously,
Yeah.
they don't give up. They've never been a team. Rabbitohs, I don't think I've ever seen them give up.
But that's the pedigree of the Rabbitohs, isn't it?
Yeah, even Sullivan. I have to give him his flowers.
Yeah.
He has been so good. He has been very, very good.
I think the guy also, probably a bit of a forgotten man at the moment, Talis Duncan.
But yeah.
Slotting onto an edge, left edge now. Very much like a Cam Murray clone.
You see where they ran over you a bit. That's your right side. That's usually Critter.
Yeah, Prezzo was back. Hasn't played for 5 weeks.
Yeah, the tries to Duncan, Whiten, AJ. AJ's was a scrappy.
But their left side's good anyway.
Left side, it's always good. And it's just so positive
Left
to see.
side, good side.
You lose. They haven't, I think they have seen, they haven't had Latrell and Cody out. I think it was for they've had 4 or 5 games or something in the last 7 years.
Yeah,
with
right.
those two out.
Really?
Yeah.
There
Something
you go.
like that.
There you go. But
Yeah.
if we're going to, I think, keep on the Rabbitohs. Let's keep on the Rabbitohs for a little bit,
Yeah,
bro.
sure.
There was a lot of ball in play to start the game. So I think this generally would have suited the Bulldogs a little bit more.
Yep.
As you can tell, 18-0 after, 32 minutes with 8.5 minutes off. They didn't really do much wrong, though.
Yep.
I think the Bulldogs were just really good. They just conceded, if I'm going to pick anything, they conceded offloads and they struggled to win the ruck. But then I think once they came back out after that lightning break,
Little lightning break.
they did start to roll through the middle, and they also didn't really meet us at the advantage line. So I think their line speed was lacking, and that's something that the Bulldogs are known for. So if you want to compete, you need to be matching what we're doing in defense.
Yep.
And if you don't, it's going to show. And I think that's why we didn't really look worried the whole time. But that mate at the end, they had a lot of ball. It finally possession evened up, and I think when they had good ball, their field position, they ran some good lines, especially from Duncan, as I mentioned.
Very well said. Duncan's very good.
Yeah,
I like that.
That's my stand-up
That's
performance.
really
Duncan's
good.
very good.
Very good. Love that.
Well-rounded player.
Let's finish on that. Dogs. Give a little bit more about the Dogs. Oh, we got some stats there.
8 out of 8 completions after 14 minutes, bro.
Yeah.
Our line speed was on minute 1. Did we lapse a little bit through the period? Very hard to come off and then play 8 minutes, go back off again for 10 minutes, come back on.
I think you scored the tries so easy.
Yeah.
And when you went off for the lightning break, you were like, we've got this. Like,
New drinking game. Whenever we say lightning break, take a shot.
what's it, 4 times?
Yeah, exactly. 4
Pretty
shots.
good.
I'll be smashed.
In about 6 minutes.
Mandarincello shots.
Yeah,
Shout out to Korea again.
Shout out.
Mate, we camped in the Rabbitohs halves.
Yep.
We used our spreads to come out of our own end as well, which was really
That's
cool.
twice
We were
now.
very, very confident with the ball, bro.
Both games, the Monday long weekend, Max King long weekend game,
Yeah.
into this one, offload central.
But what did the Rabbitohs have? Up and in edges.
Yes.
Not up in and slide. It's just up and in, bro.
Yeah.
And try and shut it
Once
down.
you get through there, 4 or 5 people inside
You
and
use
outside
the
to get-
ball.
yeah.
You use the ball. Your centers, your wingers, they're going to capitalize every time.
Yeah.
And when we have Karaz, doesn't matter. He's a world class player, no matter the number on his back, no matter what. And you can't change my mind, bro. And I don't think that's Bulldogs bias.
Karaz? Yeah.
Karaz. I was worried about him at centre, mate. I don't know what I was worried about. I love him. He's my boy. And then again, I don't think I could speak a bad word about him. So
Yeah, I agree.
maybe not the best person to talk about it. But our halves did a lot of running as well. I think that was very evident that we were just trying to really target that A defender, try and get those forwards moving. They do have a very mobile pack, I suppose you'd say.
Yeah.
The Rabbitohs, especially with Keon and Jai Arrow in the front row at the
was
moment.
good.
But, mate, we worked over the ruck. We used our pace through the middle. And that's exactly how we exploited.
Well,
We're ahead,
talking about mobile forwards.
Yeah.
Keon going off with 10 minutes to go.
Yeah. Apparently fractured eye socket.
Possible fractured eye socket, yeah.
That's unlucky for
That
them.
hurt him. With the roll back, they were coming back.
Yeah, they were.
They could have done it. They could have completed it. You need the best on the field, and unfortunately, doggies were just going, let's just chill.
That's a
Let's get to the
game.
end.
That's a Rabbitohs game that they were screaming out to have Latrell.
Yeah.
We need someone to stand up. We need to do
Ooh,
something
yeah.
special here.
The Iceman.
And it just didn't
sure.
happen, bro.
Yeah. I
Just didn't
agree.
happen.
Well done to the dogs.
Also, shout out to Turpin. What a fucking shit chop. Shit chop. I've got another word for him, but I'm not going to say it.
Shit chop.
Shit chop. Let's just say shit chop.
Yes, not ideal, was it, when he came on?
No.
That's it. We'll move on.
What did you think of Galvin then? Let me ask you, as a non-biased person, what did you think of Galvin? Did you think the combination with Sexton was okay? Are we seeing something that's a glimpse into the future?
Yeah, possibly. So where does Burton go then? Because I'm getting every week I don't see him there. I'm more convinced that I like him at 6,
Yeah.
and I like him in that squad somewhere.
Especially
I don't
this
know if
week.
it's just kicking game. I just like maybe in defense as well. He looks like he dominates the defensive policy, like, and he brings it up too.
Yeah, he must be really like well studied.
Yeah, and he's like influential in that policy. Like whatever he does goes.
Yeah.
Outside him, his link up with Kickout. Like Kickout had a standout game again,
Yeah, he did.
and he barely did anything.
Yeah.
He barely did anything.
Tell you what
He's
he did,
probably
he
got
got-
really good stats though, and you see him just doing like offload central.
Turned under.
Not as many errors, because if he makes 3-4 errors, he's
Oh,
off.
yeah.
He's off game. It's just how it is. But the way they worked out, Galvin was playing left side
Right side.
with
Sorry, no. Galvin was left.
Left-
No, was Galvin left or right? Gavin was.
I thought he was left.
Yeah,
I don't
Gavin
know.
was left.
I don't know. Honestly, I don't
Gavin
even care.
was left.
I like
Gavin
him.
was left.
I'd
Sexton's
rather
on the
them-
right.
I'd rather them swing both ways.
Sexton's on the right.
Is it because they don't swing both ways because they don't need to, because they got the Hayward and Kurt Mann link up?
Yeah,
Usually.
basically. Yeah, they
And
essentially.
Turpin
Sexton
Greg
did play.
Barney at the,
Sexton did play. Oh, I've heard. Yeah, I don't
there are
even.
so many things going on.
I don't even want to talk about it.
No rumors or news or.
That's shit.
We don't need that.
It's
We'll
shit.
get to it one day when it really comes up and there's push comes to shove.
when it's proof, bro.
Yeah, we'll
from
come
the
out.
from
We're
the
not gonna
players'
spread
mouths.
media bullshit.
From the players' mouths.
Yeah, I agree.
Let's move on.
But they're doing well. Doggy's still just cruising
Yeah,
along.
cruising
That's
on.
how it is, I think.
Cruising on top, baby.
It's cruising. Cruising on top. You'd be second, but
Cruising on top.
Canberra.
Cruising on top.
Wait till Canberra's buys, mate.
You can only
I'm
judge.
not worried about your wins. I'm worried just the Canberra buys.
We still have a bye,
They've got 2.
so that makes us even.
Nah, they're in front. Oh, you're going to win that week. Unless you cop someone like the Warriors or something. You don't really have a hard run, do you?
We do.
You
It's not
do.
that great.
It's not that great.
You
Not as
want to
good
know
as
what an
theirs.
easy? Do you want to know what an easy run is? Look at the Raiders run. I think they have Tigers, Knights, Dragons twice.
Ricky sorted it out
Yeah.
with someone. Wednesday, Game 2, State of Origin Game 2. Talking about this before we get to it, we're rolling on our watch party giveaway. It's going to be State of Origin Game 2 you can still go to. Don't think because we've given away our double passes
Definitely
you
not.
can't go. You can go to our ticket link in our bio on Instagram, bumpout.podcast.
Yeah, I think it ends up being about $59 a ticket, but
Jeez.
unlimited wings.
I'd be there.
Unlimited.
I'd be there.
Tap and packaged beer.
House wines, non-alcoholic beverages as well.
Oh, yeah. But those wings are the selling point for me, bro.
Yeah.
I love them.
Big time.
Can
And
you-
that kicks off from 7 o'clock too.
It does. 7 till 9.
Yeah.
7 till 9 is the unlimited package, but then you can stay all night.
Yeah.
All night,
Especially
baby.
because it's in Perth.
Yeah,
Like, people are not going to be going to you're not going to be flying there.
exactly. And if you go, please do reach out to all the bar staff. Anyone you see, just tell them the Bump Out Boys sent you.
Yes.
Muchly
for sure.
appreciated.
Please. Wednesday, 18th of June, 2 days away. Maroons, Blues. Maroons, 275. Blues, 145. Optus Stadium, Perth, ins. Corey Horsburgh, Ezra Mam, Jack Howarth, Kurt Capewell, outs. Bo for more, Daly Cherry Evans. It's good to read that because one player had a really good week, the other player had a really poor week.
Yeah.
Ins for New South Wales, Jerome Luai, Kaloma Tungi, now out. Lindsay Smith, Matt Burton, Utoi Kamanu, out. Campbell Graham, Moses Barnett. That looks huge. Looking at there,
The
it's like
team
Queensland's,
lists-
it's like, yeah, whatever.
Are the team lists up?
Yeah, team list are there. Ponga, Coates, Toya, Holmes.
Hammer on the wing.
Was it always like that?
Hammer on the wing.
Was it always like that?
When you and I first talked about this, I don't think the team lists were out yet. Because we talked about it last Monday. I think they came out last Tuesday.
That hammer on the wing has to be not just coming out of his own end, the defensive just push. They want an intercept here. That has to be an intercept.
I think they want the pace to be able to make up for any bad decisions.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. Okay.
Holmes is a better centre anyway, I think.
For right now, yeah.
For right
Back
now.
in the day. Okay, wow. Munster, Dearden, Fodawaker, Grant, Tino, Cotter, Capewell, Liero.
Hold on. Cotter, Capewell, Liero.
Cotter, Capewell, Liero. So that's second row, Liero. It was always like that. We're not going to talk about it. Kurt Mann, Lindsay Collins, Nanai, Carrigan. Ezra Mam, 18th man. New South Wales, we already know. Do we call it out?
Nah.
No, we're good.
Nah.
Okay, tip, score, man of the match.
Tip is... My tip has to be New South Wales. Perth. I'm going to say points.
Yep.
Points. Overs. New South Wales, I'm going to say 26. And Queensland, I'm going to say 24.
Okay. Yeah, I'm thinking close to it too. I'm going to say Queensland 20 to 18.
I think
man of the match, Munster, captain.
Or my man of the match. I don't know. Oh, I actually haven't thought about this. How good is that? Normally, I'm pretty prepared.
It's great for listening.
It is really good for listening. Even better watching, actually. It has to be the man. The man, the moment.
Munster.
I genuinely think it might be Munster. I'm sitting here telling you that New South Wales are
Probably
going to win.
Luai.
but-
Watch Luai come out and have no super
Yeah,
blinder.
I think it might be Luai.
Yeah, run over by both second rowers. And Nanai straight over him for a try.
I think Luai
He'll
puts
come
one
on.
on Dearden's chin and sets the tone early. Yes.
Its chin.
Set the tone early.
Oh, round 16, Friday 20th. Tigers, Raiders.
Raiders.
Yeah, Raiders. That's
the Raiders.
Campbelltown Sports.
The Raiders.
Saturday, 3 p.m. Warriors, Panthers, Auckland. Warriors. Has to be the Wars. Up the
Wars.
Wars. 5:30, Dolphins, Knights. Wow. Perth. They're in Perth too.
Next
wow.
game. Not obviously the Knights.
Dolphins. Dolphins. So does that mean the boys could back up? Hammer could stay there and back up?
Yeah, in Perth.
They
will.
Wow.
I reckon they will.
Who's put the script in for Dolphins?
Yeah. And
NRL.
Knights. Ponga.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
I like it. Saturday, 7:35, Rabbits, Storm.
In Sydney.
This could be a hard game for the Storm, but I think they come back pretty well. Jerome Hughes, they rested. They're ready.
Storm for me.
Yeah, Storm, same here. Sunday, 2 p.m, Broncos, Sharks, Suncorp.
Have you
Broncos
seen the odds
favourites.
here? Have you
Yeah.
seen the odds here? $1.50
It's
for the
good.
Broncos.
Yeah, 258 for Sharks. You could get a little flutter on
That's
that.
value.
That's very good value.
That's
I
value.
think we can get them just because of what we've shown and how bad they were in the first half. But we're a
They
first half
can't-
team. We're not a second half team.
They
so
can't play like they played last week.
No. And Broncos had a week off a bit of positivity.
Sorry, bro. Sharks.
Yeah, fair enough. Broncos. Sunday, 4:05, Roosters, Cowboys. Ooh. Game of the disappointings.
Allianz Sunday.
Surely Roosters. Drinky clinic coming up though.
Backing up. They reckon they're going to back up.
Sydney, Sunday.
Wednesday. So
Pretty
they
good.
They probably fly. Would they fly Thursday?
Fly
would they
Thursday, fly Friday. It doesn't matter. 2
fly
days.
Friday? You still
You're
got 2
flying to
days.
Sydney.
I'll go
You go
Cows.
straight to Sydney.
I want the Cows.
I'm going Roosters. All right, last game of the week. Sunday, 22nd of June, 6:15. Eels.
Oh, Parramatta, no Moses.
Titans.
No Moses.
Come on, the Titans.
Surely.
I'm big on the Eels, but come on, the Titans. I just want to see this.
Titans.
I like it at the moment.
Titans.
And the bye, Doggies, Dragons, Manly. Jeez,
2
two of those
points.
teams are not going to be very happy with that.
2 points.
Two of those
Let's hope the
teams
Raiders get done.
coming off the way they played into this, not ideal.
No, it isn't ideal, bro.
Nah, not at all. If you haven't already, please follow us on Instagram and TikTok, like us on Facebook, subscribe, watch us on YouTube. 50 subscribers now, Mez. We haven't even pushed it.
Onwards and upwards, baby.
Barely pushed it. Thank you
Onwards
for
and
subscribing and for listening. Also, feel free to leave us a 5-star rating on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. That's dropped off a bit. So,
Let's
please
pick
do
back
so.
up.
Please.
Pick back up.
We're just asking, please.
Please. Takes 2 seconds. Really
Yeah.
helps us.
Exactly. It pushes
Like
us
our-
out to future listeners.
Exactly.
And
like,
up the rankings.
and like our videos. Follow us on TikTok.
Yeah,
all
the
that
giveaway's
good stuff.
The giveaway's still going. Caxton Street Brewing Co.
It is.
For Game 3. So if you want to go to the watch party or you have any friends you want to, share it. You can share it. You're not going to get anything extra, but you can share it for us.
If you share it, maybe I'll send you something.
Sure.
Who knows?
You have to reach out and listen to this.
You have to
though.
reach out and listen to this and
watch it.
also reach out. Did I mention that?
Yes. Adrian, have a very successful week. Love you, mate.
Love you. Bye.